So what does the idea of me, myself, and I has to do with contact improv? Contact improvisation is a dance form based on communication between two or more people, moving bodies that are in physical contact. Because you're always moving from your body rather than your head, like we normally do, it always leaves me with a sensation that you've come from another, you've left, and you have to return to this channel that we're normally in. If you look carefully, there's a lot going on than just two bodies moving. There's tremendous amount of listening to ourselves, listening to the other, listening to us. What are we doing? One cannot do something without the other because there's a constant agreement between the two people. It's a form of co-creation, which requires a ton of allowing, surrendering, letting go of thoughts, judgment, what's right or wrong, what's beautiful or ugly. And I look at my week after week, and the time that I spend to do contact is very different from 99% of my time otherwise. And I start to question, why? What happens? The awareness softens. The awareness of self softens. And you have to expand to include this one other human being. And in that allowance, you start to accept the unknown. You start to let go of what you want, the picture of fixed pictures, and you invite the we, the us, instead of me, I. You get into the zone where the dance sort of does you, rather than you're dancing it. And I find the ideas, creativity really flows, because it's not yours or hers. It's we that channel the idea. And it involves a change of fundamental operating system that we use. So this is how we are normally. You, me, distinct and separate. In contact dance, you soften the walls. You start to think of us, and you start communicating to one another. And at best, you get into the zone where the two individuals start to meld into more of one, and us. So here's all of us, 6.6 billion people. And we stick ourselves in a container, confined container. And we need to really define ourselves, to distinguish ourselves different from others. What do? We draw property lines, we build walls, fences. We start owning trees, rivers, oceans. We start calling things mine. So if we embrace this other way of operating and soften our walls and think more as ourselves as us rather than me, myself, and I, this could happen. So when there's an oil spill over here, you might eat your breakfast over here and taste the oil. So on one side you have me, myself, and I. I am here, I'm separate from you. I need to compete to maintain that separation and perhaps dominance. And on the other side, I'm here, but I could be everywhere. I'm in union with the rest. I cooperate. So amidst planetary crisis, there's tremendous pressure for us to survive and evolve. And there are rapid and massive changes that are going on. A lot of these changes are happening externally. New energy, new technology, new fuel, new transportation, you name it. It's all happening very fast. And my point for this presentation is that we probably could look at our internal change as well. And the question I'd like to leave you is, are we ready to change? Thank you.